Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we are back to the Secret of Monkey Island 2. Let's continue. So, we found out what we're supposed to do, which is get elements for a voodoo doll, which, surprisingly, the elements for the voodoo doll that we needed are not a doll. So, maybe we'll need to find a doll.
I can't reach it.
Interesting. So I can't go to the peninsula. Should I pronounce that right? Alright. There's a sign and a houseboat. Let's see who this is. This is probably Kate.
It says, and I quote, Captain Dread's ship charters. 20 pieces of 8. Inquire within.
So if I had 20 pieces of 8 and could defeat Largo's embargo, then I could get in to that point. I have no pieces of 8 right now, so this is probably pointless, but let's go in here and talk anyways. Now look here, the game isn't adding this zigzag. This is clearly originally here.
I love a house with that nautical look.
Just as kind of a joke and to make it longer, stretching out this game. This isn't an incredibly long game. With the director's commentary,
that nautical look.
we will probably play it twice and still keep it under 15 hours in total. Interesting. And it seems like there's nothing in here to even interact with. Like, I'm hitting the bump and notice how there's a lot of brown for the wood and a lot of white for the bone. Now everything is kind of mixed together in the same color pattern. And besides Captain Dread, there's literally nothing to do here. I was saying last time, and I'll say it again, it feels like they just kind of underuse each scene in the game.
Are you Captain Dread?
Yeah, man, I'm Captain Dread. What can I do for you?
He has dreadlocks.
Natty dreads.
Thanks, man.
Wait, is that an insult or a compliment?
I need to charter a ship.
I can't charter you my ship because a while ago I lost my lucky sailing necklace. I called it my eye that has seen the world. I can't sail without it? No way, man. Besides, that mean and nasty guy Largo, he has an embargo on the island. No ships can sail in or out without his approval. There's no way he would let me leave.
Tell me more about that necklace thingy you lost.
It happened some time ago. My navigator and I set sail for this legendary island.
Interesting.
When we arrived, we were taken prisoner by cannibals.
Interesting.
I escaped, man. But my navigator was not so lucky. All I found of him was one of his eyeballs. And I've kept it as a good luck charm.
So that was the head that we used and got from the cannibals on Monkey Island in the first game, was his navigator.
Gee, I think I've met your friend.
Unlikely.
So we could re-ask the same question, but it'll be the same response.
Why can't I charter your ship?
Like I said before, man, I lost my lucky eye that has seen the world sailing necklace. Besides, Largo has an embargo on the island.
I gotta run. Lots of treasure hunting to do.
Okay. Bye, man. Come again.
So you have this conversation and you're given more guidance, which is good. We found two places that are clearly just telling us where to go and what to do. Now I might argue that this monocle might be an eye that has seen the world, or close enough, in a pun at least, to be an eye that has seen the world. Otherwise, I guess I'm going to need to get the pirate's eye
I can't reach it.
from the beach. It's still nighttime, and yeah, unless I could get one of these eyeballs or talk to these two. I suppose we could try and see if there's any new conversation to have.
He's back.
I told ye, we don't have any marshmallows.
Well, I'll see you salty dogs later.
Nothing new there. And I don't have any item that really makes that much sense. So we also need 20 pieces of 8, and it seems like wood tick is mostly what we need. So we can come down to the hatch and let's see what we can accomplish here. We'll use the stick on the spit dripping down the wall, because that's another voodoo doll item. Fine, we'll use the bone.
That doesn't seem to work.
Oh, come on.
That doesn't seem to work.
No. Use bone.
That doesn't seem to work.
Bucket, maybe, with the spit around the wall?
There isn't enough spit to put in the bucket.
String.
That doesn't seem to work.
Interesting. Let's talk to the barkeep.
Excuse me.
Yeah, boy?
Is that job available yet?
Is that job available yet?
Sorry, that guy I hired is doing just fine so far.
Grog, please.
I'll need to see some ID for that.
I must have left my ID in my other pants.
You'll have to do better than that. No ID, no service.
So the joke there is we very possibly
I can't reach it.
need to go get a pair of pants from the laundry to get an ID. So a little bit of a hint, but easily overlooked. I'm gonna come in here and see if I can put the wood polish in the food. The VC swirls, or however you pronounce that. I like to hear that said out loud.
I don't want to polish that.
I guess maybe I could use the bucket.
I hate vichyssoise.
Vichyssoise.
It's a cold potato and leek soup. That doesn't seem to work. My scoutmaster would kill me if he saw me use a knife like that.
So it seems like nothing there. Let's walk back this direction with just by looking in that area. That saves me a little bit of time and effort instead of navigating these areas. This complicated area too in the original game. Again, just put here to waste your time when really this should be more of a tutorial area where things were happening quicker. So I got the bucket here, but I'll have to find some cheese if I'm gonna use it on the mouse.
Thanks. Here's a piece of 8 for your trouble.
So I have some wood polish and
Thanks. Here's a piece of 8 for your trouble.
now do I have 2 pieces of 8? Yes I do, so I'll just keep polishing into the same leg.
Thanks. Here's a piece of 8 for your trouble.
Now if this actually lets me go 20 times,
Thanks. Here's a piece of 8 for your trouble.
then I've got the 20 pieces of 8.
Thanks. Here's a piece of 8 for your trouble.
Now the icon has changed now. 5 pieces of 8, but there's actually 5 more than 5 on the picture.
Thanks. Here's a piece of 8 for your trouble. Thanks. Here's a piece of 8 for your trouble.
This seems like the odd way to do this.
Thanks. Here's a piece of 8 for your trouble.
And it's not like there's a bunch of other peg-legged people out around.
Thanks. Here's a piece of 8 for your trouble.
Maybe one or two.
Thanks. Here's a piece of 8 for your trouble.
And it's saying the same thing over and over again.
Thanks. Here's a piece of 8 for your trouble.
And the icon changed. So how many do we have now? So the icon changed again when we went to 10 pieces.
Thanks. Here's a piece of 8 for your trouble.
And the question, I suppose, would be,
Thanks.
can we
Here's a
get
piece of 8
more
for your
than
trouble.
20? Or is this really the solution? Or have I just found
Thanks.
a
Here's a piece of 8 for your
solution
trouble.
that's probably not worth it? It's pretty
Thanks.
quick,
Here's a piece of 8 for your trouble.
but again, the game feels like it's wasting your time. And I kind of don't feel like Monkey Island 1
Thanks. Here's a piece of 8
was
for your trouble.
so directly or so obviously doing that. Let's see, we need to do it 4 more times. Like,
Thanks.
I
Here's a piece of 8
don't
for your
recall
trouble.
ever having to do something 20 times in a row. Or even 2 or 3 times
Thanks.
in a row.
Here's a piece of 8 for your trouble.
In the Secret Monkey Island 1.
Thanks.
And if
Here's a
I'm going
piece
to
of 8
compare
for your
the
trouble.
two, so far at least, there's been a lot of callbacks to the original game, and nothing
Thanks.
super
I'd
new.
give you a piece of 8, but I'm fresh out.
So it stops right at 19 pieces of 8. So that's the last you can do. And let's see.
Gross. If only I could use this stuff on my lines. I think it's yo-yo string.
So yo-yo string with a
I
stick.
think it's yo-yo string. I think I'm too clumsy to hold the stick and tie a knot at the same time. That doesn't seem to work. 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 My Scoutmaster would kill me if he saw me use a knife like that. My Scoutmaster would kill me if he saw me use a knife like that.
So it doesn't feel like any of those items are gonna work. Let's see what happens though if we just...
Great recipes from the International House of Mojo. Page 139. Aunt Helen's special voodoo doll mix. Something of the thread, something of the head, something of the body, and something of the dead.
So this almost certainly is how I'm gonna get something of the thread. And we know where we're gonna get something of the body. It's the spit. And we just need something of the head. And we've already gotten something of the dead. Let's see. Open. And look.
Nice.
And a very default response.
It won't fit in my pocket.
Let's see if things reset over this direction. And the alligator's back. Nope. I really did miss any opportunity. What is this?
Cheese squigglies. One of my favorites.
Cheese
I
squigglies.
love cheese squigglies.
So that's what he was eating, and the mouse
I don't need
loves
any more.
cheese.
I don't need any more.
So maybe that'll work. Use bell. Nothing.
I don't want to steal his bell. I feel bad enough setting his alligator free.
I really solved that puzzle too quickly. So I need something from his head, so let's go grab this toupee quickly. You only have time. One thing, I think.
It doesn't seem to stay closed. I can't dig that, Daddy. That doesn't seem to work. Messy, messy, messy. It's a bit on the tattered side.
Nice.
I don't like to get naked in other men's rooms. Largo could be back any minute. I don't see anything special about it. Then again, I never really have understood art. I'd better not touch them. It looks like somebody's trying to grow penicillin. I'd better not touch them. It looks like somebody's trying to grow penicillin.
So, I think we did it. And the second time was the charm, apparently. Probably because I already knew what I was trying to get. So now we have something from his head. His toupee. Which hopefully is good enough. And now we just need something from the thread. And something from the body. There are a couple of elements here that are still missing. Let's see. Open the box. And can't do anything with this hook, right? Cheese squigglies with the box.
Nice.
I put the cheese squigglies in the box, so do I have to now use the stick with the box?
That doesn't seem to work.
Ah, yes. Alright, open the box. We're gonna make a trap. Use the stick with the box. Alright. Oh, I did not see that this was opening on the front face of it. I thought it was opening on the top, swinging back this direction in an odd way. Does it look any better? Yeah, it's a little bit easier to realize what's going on in the old version than it is even in the new one. Alright, so then we need the string with the stick. Come on, string with the box. And actually, the game's getting a little bit harder. Pick up the string. Now we can pick up the box.
It won't fit in my pocket.
But we can talk to these guys and they'll come down. Hopefully.
Hey guys. They're sleeping peacefully.
And I guess I have nothing new to say to
Hey
them.
guys.
Nice.
So I've cruelly trapped this mouse in the box. And maybe I need to mail it someplace. Let's see, what else do we have?
I don't think I should do that. There's strange little white bugs all over it. I don't think I should do that. I think it's yo-yo string.
Nice.
Everything looks all blurry. Sharp. Thrifty dig. For the treasure hunter on a budget. It's just a bucket.
And see, I don't think I can just give things
What
to
would
him.
I do with that?
So I've solved some part of the puzzle, but not all of the puzzle. And see, there's no hint
What
system
a dinky
here.
little door. What a dinky little door.
So let's see.
Where is that thing?
Let's talk to
Hi,
Wally.
Wally.
Who's there? I can't see anything without my monocle.
Would you mind if I just looked around?
No, no, be my guest. If you see my monocle, let me know.
And so
I swear I put it right here.
Reminds me of a dollhouse I once had. It's too small.
I hope I didn't lose it.
maybe I can
I'll never
steal
be able
some
to afford
maps.
a new one.
Nice map. I can't reach it.
I like it too.
Nice map.
Thanks. How am I supposed to work?
I can't reach it.
Dang.
We can take this
I'm
pile of
such a
paper, I
dope.
guess. And what was that pile of paper?
Can't I
there?
do anything right? Oh, shoot.
It's blank.
Right.
I bet my mom would help me find it if she were alive.
So I've got a
For
piece of
crying out
paper.
loud.
And maybe I can come down to this hatch? And maybe we
Blank.
can use this
Blank.
paper with the spit dripping down the wall.
Oh, yuck. It reads, Jojo, appearing nightly, no cover charge. Better leave it there. Don't want to hurt business. I should have listened to my mother. I should have practiced.
Hey, hired help only.
And see, we're in a weird position now. Like, I have items that I know I'm supposed to have, but I don't have that central connecting force here. And so I kind of need a hint. Let's see.
Nice peg leg.
Thanks. I made it myself.
I don't want to polish that. I don't want to polish that.
Let's see. It doesn't seem like I can probably polish any of these things.
I don't want to polish that. I don't think I should do that.
So we have 3 of the 4 things. We have 19 of the 20 pieces of 8 we need. We've used this once. We've used this once. We haven't used this. We haven't used this. We use this, we use this. We know what we're going to use these 3 things for. We've used this 19 times. And this is
Something
just
of
a
the thread,
shopping list.
something of the head, something of the body, and something of the dead.
And I guess we've got to go back to the swamp and ask for maybe a hint, or maybe we'll get some item by delivering the other 3 items. We've been over this island and it's oddly been quick. Been very quick. Do the bats fly around? Yep. They're a little bit blacker in the old version, but they're still flying around. Now, when I played Monkey Island 1, I never came back for a hint. That just goes to show you that I've played Monkey Island 1 enough to mostly remember how to play the game, whereas here, I don't think so.
It appears to be bolted to the table. Display model.
So let's see what she says.
Back again, Mr. Threepwood?
Yeah.
About that voodoo doll,
Have you brought me the ingredients?
I have his toupee.
I have his toupee.
Not quite a part of his head, but maybe I can get some scalp fragments from it. Have you brought me any other ingredients?
I have some of his spit.
Excellent. You may keep the paper. Have you brought
So
me
now we
any
have
other
spit-covered
ingredients?
paper.
I have the bone of his grandfather.
Perfect. Do you have the final ingredient?
I'll bring it later.
Good. Now go.
And like I can't get a hint from her, can I?
Have you brought me the final ingredient?
I'll bring it later.
Good. Now go.
And so, even though that has kind of simplified what's in our inventory, there's now clearly no question that those items are going to be needed. This really hasn't helped me. I feel like maybe I need to just run around the game like this and see what stands out as something that they may have actually spent the extra effort to animate. Yeah, really don't know. I really don't know. And see, it would be the sign. What does it say?
Steamin' Weenies, 20 feet.
Maybe I could buy a steaming weenie. I have some things, but I don't even know what that would do. Like, I don't even know what the spit and crusted paper would do. I really am at a total loss. I don't know why you'd ever need to load this game. Save scum, but we'll see. And I was almost exactly right on my guess. As I said last time that we would get at least 3%, maybe 4%. I said possibly even double that. But we're approaching 15%, which is roughly 1/6 of the game already done. Unfortunately, like I'm saying, like, I have no idea. And there's no hints. And I think there were hints in Monkey Island 1. If I'm wrong about that, it just goes to show I've played several games in between playing Monkey Island 1 remastered than this. But like, I don't know. It is very possible in the next recording I just spend about 30 minutes wandering around, or maybe I'll give up and just look up a walkthrough online. Certainly so, though, when this game originally came out, there was no internet to check and no game guides particularly available when you get games new, at least. So there were tip lines and such, and that you had to call, or maybe you could find a game guide that would help you. And sometimes those were 900 numbers that charged you by the minute for tips, so they would make games intentionally difficult, so you called the helpline and cost your parents more money on their phone bill. Anyways, that's it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.